I want to do something that involves guitar, but I can't say what song that is because I just want it to be a surprise. Like I want to play it on the first night of the tour and have people be like, "Oh my god."
Hey friends, it's Emily Curl here, back at our iHeartRadio studios in New York City, and today we're hanging out with singer, songwriter, director Isabel LaRosa is in the building. Can we show some love for Isabel in our studio? We're joking, we have your whole crew here ready to go.
I know, this is so cool. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm so happy to be chatting with you. It's so funny. I was thinking about the last time we connected. Mm-hmm. We actually did an interview through Roblox. And
my god, actually, I forgot.
I was thinking about it. I was like, oh my god, you were my very first Roblox experience.
No way.
I was like in there. I was like, wait, how do I find Isabel? We had a full interview.
That was the best time. I remember I was just on a scooter the entire time, and I was like going around. That was great. I was telling my younger sister about that recently, and she was like, no way.
It was so wild. People could come and like chat and hear the interview. It was
insane. It was great. It was amazing. I completely forgot.
I know. I like built the character too. I had a full face of Nick's makeup.
I know, literally. And then there was like the backdrop. I remember that. That was great. That was a great time.
It was a great
Fond
time.
Memories.
I know. And that was like, we got to do that through Zoom. Mm-hmm. And I remember that time specifically because I'm Yours was blowing up on TikTok. It had already been out. You had just released Older. So it was like your career was exploding. This was a huge time. What has life been like for you since then?
I don't know. Honestly, it's just been trying to keep going. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like when I get too in my head about stuff and like thinking about, if this big thing and this big thing, I feel like it isn't good for me. I feel like I just kind of have to focus on the next thing, and we've been going around on tour and everything, and yeah, it's been a good time.
I love it. Speaking of the next thing, let's talk about your new music, because your new single Favorite is here, which is so exciting. You wrote and directed the music video, which congratulations, that's a huge feat.
Thank you.
But this is something that you said has been ingrained in you for a long time. You've always wanted to do something like this.
Definitely. I feel like I've just always wanted to direct, and I feel like even if I hadn't gone into music, which I mean, I know that I was going to, but I would have just gone into film and directing anyways, so I feel like now I get to do both things that I love, and I feel like I'm kind of a control freak, and I wouldn't let anybody else, like, I wouldn't trust anybody else.
You had a vision with this
one.
one.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I mean, just with my stuff in general, I feel like I'm like, everybody has, like, there are amazing directors, and obviously I don't think I'm the best director ever, but, like, I want to be able to take exactly what's in my head and make it. Because if somebody else does it, then it'll be kind of what their version of that is, you know? I want my version.
Right. What's your first, like, movie memory of loving a director, of loving a film that stuck with you?
That's so interesting. I remember distinctly, Stranger Things. I remember watching it, I was like 12. It was like when it first came out in like 2016 or something.
Oh my gosh, really? That's crazy. It's been out that long.
I know,
I feel
right?
like it just came out.
I know,
wild.
It's actually crazy.
I mean, we have watched the characters grow up.
I know, and now they're like, it's so weird to look at them now versus the first season, but I remember seeing that being like, oh my god, like this is it. Like, this is peak cinema. I've never seen anything like this before, and so I feel like that was definitely the first thing where I was like, okay, I want to do this.
You know, we just had Joe Keery in because he makes music.
I know. It's
we
okay.
need a collab.
I know. Thomas and I have been listening to his music forever, and we've always known it's him, and now everybody's just discovering it. I'm like, I've been on this. I know.
You're like, I knew.
I knew about it. Like,
oh my god. Okay, well, speaking of iconic TV shows, who here has watched Shameless? Everyone loves Shameless, right? Okay, Shameless was like my show. Like, I love Shameless.
Yeah.
And you have one of the stars of Shameless, Ethan, is in your video. Tell me how you two got connected. How did this come about? Have you guys been friends for a while?
I hadn't known him up until we shot the video, and I think that I had ideas for who I wanted to be in the video, and he was the person that said yes, and I didn't know, but apparently he'd been listening to my music for like 2 years or something before, and I was like, oh, like he'd been to shows,
so
and I was like,
oh my god,
I was like, what? But yeah, it was very cool, and he's a very nice person.
Wow. And so what was that experience like on set working together? He's
was-
such a talented actor. I mean, you too. Like, it was both incredible.
I feel like I don't know what I'm doing in terms of acting. I was literally like, how do
Really?
I do
Oh,
a
no, I
double
was-
take?
I was so impressed.
No, I don't know what
So
I'm doing.
acting is not something that you
No.
want to do in the
Oh,
future.
God.
You're like, you're directing, singing,
I'm like,
songwriting.
I'll be like in front of the camera, but like don't ask me to talk because I don't know how to do that. But anything but one face, it's like Twilight. Like I feel like I don't know how to do anything else. Don't take it Twilight. Like I love it, but you know I don't
But it
know how
was
to
a
do.
very consistent, like,
yeah, I'm like
space
I
the whole
can
time.
kind of like do that, and that's my one talent.
Wait, that's
you
so
know?
funny. I also have to ask you at the end of the music video because you left it with favorite part 1, which leads us to believe there's more parts to be had. What can you tell us about that?
My lips are sealed. I can't say anything.
Okay, we
But you'll
respect
know
if you know
soon,
how to.
though.
Okay.
You'll know soon.
Okay, so that's something.
Yeah.
I want to go back to talking about your music for a second too, because you have so many fans from so long that have known your stuff. Of all the music you've created, what song is most special to you?
I think the song that at least is my favorite is the song called Haunted, because I feel it was the first song that kind of blew up in some way for me, and I remember really like the songs I put out before that, I feel like it was more like aimless and I didn't really have like I was trying to figure out like what my thing was and what felt right to me, and I feel like with that song it all kind of I was like, oh, like
This
that's
makes sense.
what it is, you know? And so I feel like to me it kind of like marks the beginning of everything.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's special to me for that reason.
This next era of music, this next creation you're working on, do you have a certain framework in mind? Like, are you thinking about, like you said, of that same vibe? Are you leaning into different themes?
Definitely. I feel like I never want to be too stuck in one thing because I feel like you have to be able to evolve, and I just get bored if I don't evolve. So there's definitely stuff that I've never done before, like in terms of styles and things like that coming up that I'm very excited about.
Have you had like a mentor or a friend or someone else in the industry who's been able to guide you and do all these things? Because you've done so much, you're so young, I feel like you're so creative, you've explored all these outlets. Is someone kind of helping you navigate the industry?
I mean, I have a lot of people who I'm very, very, my manager.
Oh, yeah.
The
team shout out.
and my A&R I've known him for a very, very long time. But my brother Thomas, who produces everything and we write everything together, I feel like I genuinely wouldn't be able to do it without him. It feels like it's such a joint effort. I really wouldn't be in the place that I am without him, and I could not be more grateful to him for that.
And what about, who do you listen to currently? Anyone you're super inspired by?
Who have I been listening? I've been obviously listening to the Billy album a ton. I've been listening to a lot of Young Miko and
A lot of Joe Carey.
of course. Yeah. Oh, you know. Yeah. I always blank on this question, even though I was literally just.
No, it's hard when you don't have your phone in front of you too.
I'm like,
and like
I don't have any thoughts without being able to look at them
and like see the albums. But those are already great.
Yeah.
The Billy album's amazing. I love it. And then you're about to go on tour, right? You're about to hit the stage again. Heaven Doesn't Wait, which is so exciting.
Thank you.
How do you prepare to get back on tour?
Honestly, I feel like we've been really bad about rehearsing in the past. The previous tour that we did, I think I did one rehearsal that you were there, but I think we did one rehearsal before and then kind of just went for
Just
it.
one?
Yep, just one.
What?
But I feel like I can be kind of bad at preparing, but I'm very excited because with this tour, I feel like I get to work on my own, like designing my own light show and things like that, which is really fun. Definitely some new elements that we're bringing to the new tour.
For someone who wants to go to your show, how would you describe an Isabel LaRosa show?
That's so interesting. I would say very high energy. I'd be like, just be prepared to, like, when I say jump and no one jumps, like, that's not fun. So I'm like,
We need you up.
we need you jumping, and we, like, have some food before, like, you know, like,
Yeah, we need the energy.
We need the energy, but I feel like I just want everybody to have a good time. I just want it to be fun. I like when it's super high energy and people are, like, there to just kind of like let loose a little bit. I'm like, because I can't be the only one.
And that's the best part about going to a show is
Yeah,
like you get
exactly.
to experience it with the artist.
Mhm.
And then we also heard that you perform a cover of Lana Del Rey's
I do.
Brooklyn Baby. What made you want to add that to your set list?
I mean, who doesn't love Lana? I mean,
Okay.
she's the queen. I knew that I wanted to do a Lana song at some point, and I felt like Brooklyn Baby is one of my favorite songs of hers, and I was like, we have to do a lot of songs at some point.
Any other covers that you're dying to do, that your fans are dying for you to do?
There's one that I really want to do, but I feel like I want it to be a surprise. But
I'm really trying to get all the secrets out of you
I
today.
know.
I'm so sorry.
I'm zipped.
I'm so impressed by this.
I feel like very soon everyone's gonna know all the secrets that I've been keeping. But right now it's like I have to be. I want to do something that involves guitar, but I can't say what song that is because I just want it to be a surprise. Like I want to play it on the first night of the tour and have people be like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my god, we can't wait to see that. Even though I hate surprises, I'm mad at you right now.
I know.
I'm gonna go to your show and I'm gonna know. It's gonna be great.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. So we're so excited for you. This new music, this new era. Congratulations on everything. Truly. Last thing before you go, one thing we love to do is connect artists with the fans. So I want to give you a moment. If there's anything you want to say to your fans that are watching this video, to new fans that have discovered it, we'll let you take the floor.
Hey, I'm nervous now. But I just want to say that I truly would not be able to do any of this without the people that care. I honestly don't really know why people care sometimes. But I'm grateful to anybody that like shows up and listens, and I want to always give you guys, more stuff and just I don't know. I can't explain how grateful I am for everybody.
Okay, that was beautiful.
I'm nervous.
that was amazing. We love you, Isabel. Thank you so much for your time, for being here. Congratulations again. Can we give it up one more time for Isabel in our studio? Make sure you stream all of Isabel LaRosa's music on iHeartRadio, and we will see you next time when she unveils all her secrets and surprises
I will.
in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here, and don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. See you next time.